Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody is. I'm all wrinkled this morning, but y'all will be all right. I'm all wrinkled. But happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I slept in, which is something I don't get to do often. I slept in this morning, so that's why I'm a little late. I let myself lay in bed until I didn't feel like laying in bed anymore. So here we are. Hold on. Child, let me get into it, honey. Let's get into it. Ooh, my hands are ashy. I need some lotion. All right. Baby, I took out the suitcase. Y'all know what that means, honey. The suitcase is out. Y'all know it's time to start getting ready for my next trip, and I'm excited about it. But let's get into this. So this was Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 11, episode 8. And hey, Quake, what's up, Bama? Hey, Xavier. Hey, you guys. And you guys know that I do not like the term filler episode. I just don't like it. I think it's overused. I think reviewers overuse it. I think some, people who fans overuse it whenever it's something that y'all just don't like, or it's a storyline y'all don't care about. Y'all be like, oh, it's just a filler. And when I say y'all, I mean us too. Because I think reviewers overuse the term filler episode. So I really, really, really try not to use that term loosely because I feel like it's overused. But if there was ever a time where the term filler episode is appropriate, it would be last night's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. When I tell you there was absolutely nothing in that episode that I give a damn about. I can't speak for y'all. But that episode last night was trash. Pure D trash. So this review ain't gonna take long because it ain't a lot to say. Well, I always say that and then I get to run in my mouth. But let's go ahead and get into it. When we start this up, but first of all, we didn't get any Scotts in this whole episode. Did y'all notice that? There was no Letitia, there was no Marceau, there was no Kimmy, there was no Maurice. There were no Scotts in this show at all. There's a lag again. What is going on with my, you know what, y'all, I really don't want to have to change back to go back to my old internet, but I can't do this every time. There's a lag again, y'all. It's gone now. Okay, look, this internet is getting on my nerves. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Because I'm saving so much money, child. My internet bill went from $120 to $15 now. I'm going to have to figure something out. But I guess for $15, I'm getting what I pay for, honey. I don't know. But anyway, I have a booster. I might have to plug my booster in. Tracy said the bar's open. Tracy, we might not even be here long enough for you to pour no drinks, honey. But let's get into it. We should have at least gotten a conversation between Marceau and Letitia, or Letitia and Kimmy, after that big explosion last week, after that big argument last week. There really should have been a conversation but we didn't see any of the Scotts. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. Happy birthday, Tracy. It is Tracy's birthday, and she said we're drinking all day. We're going to do a members only live for Tracy. Tracy, you know what? We'll talk about it. Well, we're going to be doing a live later on. I don't know what time yet, but we'll be celebrating Tracy's birthday, y'all. We'll be celebrating. I may start it off regular and then go into I may start it off as a regular live and then go into a members only so that people can wish you a happy birthday, Tracy, because, you be pouring the drinks, you the bartender, you the showrunner, you are all things really BTV behind the scenes, honey. People don't understand how hard you work for me for free. And even when I be trying to give you money, you be mad at me for trying to give you money. But anyway, we're going to talk about that later. So we may do that. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do that. I just don't know what time. But y'all, everybody drop your happy birthdays in the chat for Tracy. And hold on a second. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Y'all drop y'all chats. She said, yeah, bring out that good Jack Daniels bottle. I'll bring out the good bottle. I'll bring out the good stuff for you, Tracy. I'll bring out the good stuff. So we start out this episode. We have Destiny, we have Nell, and we have Chris. And they basically are just recapping. Destiny's recapping her conversation with Tisha. Chris is recapping his conversation with Marceau, and basically they're just talking about where they stand and how the whole thing is. And she was saying, she admitted that Tisha admitted that, she's after talking to you that you had a lot going on, and she was like, that's all I was trying to tell them. So now all of a sudden I've been trying to tell y'all that's what y'all had going on, and now now you admit it, and but you mad at me. And anyway, so it's just a recap, child. We talked about it last week. I ain't about to sit here and recap the recap of the recap, but that's what they talked about. So then, y'all, I hadn't been drinking. Look, I'm getting back on my grind this week. I hadn't been drinking my chlorophyll water. I hadn't been drinking my tea. Y'all notice I haven't been drinking my tea. I haven't been doing nothing. So I'm getting back on my grind this week. Let me get my chlorophyll water in today. My 1 bottle a day. Let me get my tea. I haven't been drinking my tea. I've been taking my vitamins. So, and I'm going back to the gym. I got to get back into the gym, child. I got to get back into the gym. Tracy said we are doing 2-for-1 drinks at the bar. We got some chocolate in a bottle, tequila sunrise, and mango mimosa. Not the chocolate in the bottle. Not the chocolate in the bottle, child. Okay. So then we have this conversation between Trish and Ken. And baby, watching paint dry would have been more exciting than this conversation. Ken is admitting to Tisha, to Trish, that he cheated on her. And then he went on to say that he did it because he was trying to get a response out of her, because he just don't feel like she shows enough emotion. And he was just trying to get a response out of her, but that the situation wasn't really that serious. Now, here's what's going to happen, Ken. If there's a next season for y'all, what's going to happen is this lady is going to pop up. If she ain't already popped up in people's DMs, she's going to slide into the bloggers' DMs, and she's going to show all the receipts and all the messages, because you just disrespected this woman. Just like when Martell called that lady a peasant, and then here come Coleslaw. Coleslaw had been quiet until you called her a peasant. And it's the same thing. Ken, you sat there and said it wasn't that serious, that basically you were just using that woman to get a response out of Trish. How do you think that woman feel? And then when Trish asked you, is it over? The way you hesitated, it wasn't that serious. It not being that serious ain't the same as is it over. She asked you, is it over? She said, is it over? That is what she said. She asked you, was it over? So then Tish gonna say, well, I did my things too. So you was cheating on him and he was cheating on you. So then we get to the end of the conversation and you say, well, we're gonna work this out. I really hold on, DC. Boo, I'm gonna get you in a second. I want us to work this out. And Kim was like, so, we doing this. We'll be doing it. She was like, no, I want you here. We're gonna work it out here. So he gonna move back in again. And then she gonna say for the 100th time. Well, she said for the 10th time. He gonna say it ain't been that many times. Listen, I didn't care nothing about this conversation. I really didn't. Honestly, I did not. I didn't care nothing about this conversation. So DC, is it DC Chicago? DC to Chicago. It says, off the topic, you mentioned in another video that you're a teacher. What subject do you teach? And shout out to all the teachers. So first of all, yes, shout out to all the teachers. I want to remind you guys that Teacher Appreciation Week starts May the 4th, the week of the 4th. May the 4th be with you. It starts the week of the 4th. So please, as I tell you guys every year, please thank a teacher. It don't have to be me, although I'll take all gifts. It doesn't have to be me, but do something for your child, your children's teacher. If you have kids that are in school, you know what? We don't get gifts like we used to. Okay. The people don't show us love. When I first started teaching, I used to get all sorts of stuff for Teacher Appreciation Week. Baby, we don't get it no more. So even if it's a gift card, you can get a $5 gift card to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or child somewhere, Staples. We stay in the Staples. Okay. If you know a teacher, you have a friend, family member, neighbor, show some love. I teach social studies, DC to Chicago. I teach social studies. Right now, this year, I'm teaching government and U.S. history. But I have taught pretty much every class under the umbrella of social studies except for economics. I've never taught economics. I've never taught an economics class. But pretty much everything else, child, I've taught it. What's up, Phil? Hey, everyone. Ken is trash. Like I always knew it. You got your boys teaching some Alex and Annie. Yes, you better go ahead and you donated snacks. Yes, and then I like you, Nitwit. I like that. Thank you, Nitwit. I'm gonna thank you for them. Thank you, boo. Next, we have Nell having a family meeting with her churn, with the two boys and with the daughter. Let me say this. I understand the point that Nell was trying to make. The problem is, I think it's so much that they are trying to not say on camera that the conversation is so chopped up that it doesn't make a lot of sense. Because here's the thing. What I feel like Nell is trying to say, because she don't want to put all her business out there, what I think she's trying to say is, y'all keep making bad decisions and it lands on me. And so I need y'all to stop making bad decisions because I can no longer clean up y'all's mess. But this is what I'm going to say. And I know that there are kids involved, and I understand that they probably get over because the kids are involved, right? You got to let these boys fail. Sorry, not sorry. They grown. And like the boy, what was it? Lance said, first of all, Lance, you didn't know they was coming to your house and them cameras was coming. You didn't know they was coming? Lance, you didn't know they was coming? Did y'all see Lance's hair? He literally looked like he had just woken up. But it didn't look like he just woke up that morning. It looked like he hadn't had his hair done in about 3 weeks, and he don't sleep with nothing on his hair. He don't sleep with no bonnet. He don't sleep with no skull cap. He don't sleep with nothing. And it literally looked like he woke up 5 minutes before they got there. I think his breath was still stinking. I don't think he even brushed his teeth. He looked a hot damn mess. Y'all didn't know that them cameras was coming to your house because they came to your house. It ain't like you didn't know they was coming. You were mic'd up. Your mom is a retired teacher or historian. Oh, I would probably love to have a conversation with your mom. Me and your mom could probably chop it up for hours, honey. Yes. Tell her I said, mwah, smooches to her. Now, Nell is talking about, now the one thing I do agree with Nell, I do agree, don't bring every woman you dating, don't bring her to my house. Don't bring her to my house. Now, if y'all think it's serious, if you really trying to be serious about her, and you want to intertwine her, fine. And the other thing that Nell was saying, again, what I was saying was, don't introduce your child to every woman you laying it on. Like, use some protection, cover it up, have a good time, but stop bringing stuff home. Maybe Lane's talking about I'm 34 years old and I have 3 kids. I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think that's a problem. She was like, but 3 different women. I mean, y'all taught me why everybody got to bring that part up. If I was married, it wouldn't be a problem. And the sister was like, that's the point. You're not married. You're not married. I feel like what's not being said, and here's the thing, Nell, you've said 3 different times, for 3 different seasons about boundaries and cutting them off. You're going to have to just do it. You are going to have to cut them off and mean it. I believe that house that they're living in is one of y'all's properties. I do not believe that Lance is paying for that house. I believe that's one of y'all's properties. So he's not paying you the full amount of the mortgage, or he ain't paying you shit at all. That's what I believe. I don't know that to be true, but that is what I believe. We don't know what the hell Chris got going on. Now, I have heard things. I have heard rumors and I have heard things about Chris. They say Chris is over there on one of them don't date him style websites, them T sites where they talk about the men that ain't ish. They say Chris is down on one of them websites and it's a lot of not so nice stuff written about him over there. So I don't even know what Chris got going on, okay? Now I'm tired of these conversations where you get the yelling and hollering and screaming at these kids. I'm sorry, at your children because they're not kids. And at the end of the day, you turn around and you just do whatever they need you to do anyway. You still babysitting them children. You still probably giving them money. You still doing all of the things. Like, we don't care anymore. We don't care anymore. And that's why none of us are interested in this conversation, because it's how many times are we going to hear you say the same thing? And then later on in the episode, you turn around and you do the exact opposite. We're going to get to that in a second because, again, this ain't going to take long. We'll talk about that in a second. So you get to screaming and hollering, and then you get up and you storm out, and everybody is sitting there looking at each other like, here we go again, because it's the same shit. It's wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Girl, we don't care nothing about it. I don't know where the boy live. Hey, Pat.
Good morning.
Yeah, so it's the same conversation that we don't care nothing about. All right. Next, we see Destiny meet up with the boy. Child, where you coming from? You got bags and stuff. A little gift bag, huh?
For my mother's Day gift.
Oh. Oh, y'all went to the IHOP. You ain't bring me back no pancakes. He like, I don't got nothing to do with that. We see Destiny meet up with the boy, the trainer. Let me tell y'all something. What the hell did Destiny have on? Destiny, you have a beautiful body. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. I'm not taking nothing away from your body. That dress did nothing it was not cute. And that was a freakum dress. That was a club dress. That was I'm trying to get somebody's attention dress. That was not a brunch with friends dress. The cutout, half your butt was out, the side was out. That was just, what was that? Like, baby, that was, I'm trying to get into VIP down to the club dress. Anyway. You were having lunch with this man. First of all, again, watching paint dry would have been more interesting than this conversation, because it's all for a storyline. It's all for bullshit, because you meeting with him and y'all talking about being friends, but you find him attractive and you skinning and grinning and he's skinning and grinning, and y'all look like y'all got a secret. You're my little secret. That's what it looked like. It looked like y'all got a secret that ain't much of a secret. But anyway, what's up, cross country cruiser? But that's what we see. So then Twan, that's the boy's name, is Twan. So then Twan was like, so, I mean, you ain't heard no rumors about me? It was so obvious that y'all were trying to create this moment. So, I mean, you ain't hear about no rumors about me? Destiny was like, what rumors? What rumors I'm supposed to hear about you? I mean, you ain't, the rumors out there that I'm destined, I'm dating. What's the girl name? The daughter's name? Keita, Kelly, Kayla, Kiki. Destiny was like, no. I mean, he was like, yeah, because, I've been training her and she be posting stuff on social media, and, I mean, and that's just a rumor, that people are now trying to say something going on. Destiny was like, well, I mean, are y'all dating? I mean, I ain't saying all that, but she was like, You ain't got to say no more. Yeah, I can tell. Okay. So you tell Destiny out of nowhere, out of the clear blue, after you and Destiny just got finished flirting, you pull this out your ass that he's like, I mean, since we friends and we telling each other stuff, I was just telling you. He was like, I'm just trying to get in front of it. What you trying to get in front of? Destiny didn't even know what you was talking about. And then Destiny can't get over the Nails house fast enough to repeat it. If this is your friend and he's telling you, hey, this is something, I don't like the fact that the rumors out there, I know it's going to look a certain kind of way, but it ain't what people think it is. You go to the one person that you know is going to blow the whole thing out of proportion. Nail is not rational. Nell is not a rational person. So again, I'm sitting here like, okay, this is clearly a setup. This is clearly a storyline because none of the rest of this makes any damn sense. This is clearly a storyline. You go over there to tell Nell mad. Destiny was like, it's just a rumor. I don't know. He said it's not true. It's just a rumor. Nell acting like they got caught in bed down to the Motel 6 by the pastor. Like, Nell is standing up and screaming and hollering. And then she throwing stuff at Lance like he ain't taking care of his sister. Lance was like, wait, whoa, she grown. Like, first of all, it's just a rumor. He said it's not true. That's what I can go by. That's number one. Number two is even if it's true, they're grown. They're grown. Now we're talking about something. I can't do this. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Only when I say a storyline, I just mean they think we care. That's the thing, Quake. They want us to care. They think we care. We don't care about. I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't care about none of this. I didn't care about nothing that happened in that episode last night. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's why I said this review ain't gonna take long. The only reason why it's taking 25 minutes because I'm trying to stretch this shit out to make it at least a 30-minute review because I didn't care about none of this shit. Honestly, I could have not done a review on this episode at all because I don't care about Ken and Trish. Nell saying the same thing, yelling at her sons about the same shit. Oh, well. And now we supposed to care about Twan, who ain't even a main character on the damn show. We just seen Twan, 4 times? And now, last season, y'all wanted, literally in this same scene, Twan and Destiny are flirting with each other. They are literally, clearly flirting with each other. And then 10 minutes later, we're supposed to be vested in him dating another person that's never on the show. We have literally seen this young lady in 5, maybe over the last 4 seasons that Nell been on the show, 5 or 6 episodes, and she's never been a main storyline. So you want us to care about 2 non-characters on the show, maybe possibly dating? Who cares? We didn't care about Twan when him and Destiny were flirting and maybe possibly dating. We damn sure don't care about the 2 of them. Who cares? They're not really related. They are not really related. That is Nell's godson and her daughter. There's no listen. Production, we don't care. Return to sender. Return to sender. Don't care. And that was the episode. You see, I ain't even at 30 minutes. That
I found this on the web.
And here come this bitch. Anybody ask you what? Who woke you up? Alexa, stop. Alexa. Is she Alexa or Siri? Which one is she? Siri? Alexa. She ain't answering to either one. Now she ignoring me. Which one is she, y'all? Is she Alexa or Siri? I don't even know. Which one is she, y'all? Which one? It's Alexa. Alexa, stop. Now that bitch is ignoring me. She ain't saying shit. The little thing is still up there, so I know she listening. Bitch, I know you hear me. Alexa. Y'all, the little icon is still up on the screen. I know she hear me. The little thing is thinking. Alexa. This bitch. Baby. Just. Now I can't close her out. Just go on somewhere now. She said, I ain't no bitch, right? Who you calling a bitch? Oh, gosh. Damn. I don't even know what she was talking about. She just pops up. She just be popping up. I ain't ask her nothing. Now, if I had called for her, she wouldn't respond. Alexa. Alexa. Now she ain't got shit to say. The funny thing is, I don't even have this shit set up on this computer. I have never set it up. So she just be popping up when she feel like it. Is she Alexa or Siri? I thought it was Siri. Child, I don't know. Anyway, that's the episode, child. It wasn't nothing else. I can't stretch it out no more. I gave y'all all I had. It looks like next week we're going to get the showdown between Destiny and Tisha. And I guess we'll get there when we get there. It's Apple, so it's Siri. I thought it was Siri. I thought it was Siri. 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 She ain't got nothing to say. Siri. Oh, well. All right, y'all. Look, we're going to come back. What time is it? It's 2. Oh, is it 2 o'clock? We're going to come back. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come back. Let's come back at 3 o'clock. I got some stuff to do. Maybe 3:30. And we're going to do a part 2 of the Jocelyn Lemuel. They was up all night, child. They was up all night. We're going to do part 2. And then we'll go into a members only. So we'll start off as a regular live, and then we'll move into members only. Okay? I'm trying to decide if that's what I want to do. Trying to decide if that's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. All right. So let me, because I have a couple of things I said I was going to take care of some stuff on my to-do list today. I got stuff on my to-do list I need to take care of. So I'm going to do that. And then we'll be back in about an hour-ish. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.